What is up, everybody? How you guys doing? Welcome to night 5 of Dark Side Rob of the Damned Month. Hello, friends. Welcome in. Good to see all of you. I fixed the microphone, I think. I think it's working better. I think it's easier for you guys to hear me tonight. Welcome in. It's good to be back. Yes. What's up, everybody? Good to see you. Yes, Troll. What do you think I started doing this yesterday, Trollware? What's up, man? What's up, Carilla? What's up, Troll? Thank you guys already for the hosts, both Spurious, ECG, and Shadowed Mage. You guys are awesome for the hosts. Do appreciate it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to night 5 of Dark Side Rob of the Damned Month. Whoo! I'm gonna say right now, boys and girls, I'm a little frickin' tired, man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't know. It's, you know... Word, Kurla, how you doing? I don't remember the last time I did this many days of casting in a row. I usually spread them out because it's fun. I like this. I like that I have a lot of casts in a row and that I'm doing this sort of bop, one after the other thing. I'm glad that I got tomorrow to take a break for a day. Although that break is also going to involve some beers and beverages and food. So we'll see how I feel on Saturday, because I'm going to be hanging out with 2 big drinkers. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just giving them shit. But yeah, that's going to be fun. And then we'll be back on Saturday and Sunday, hopefully finishing up Dead Space 2 and moving on to this little beauty down here. The one, the only, the Doom. I'm holding out for power tomorrow. What are you have no power right now? Oh shit. What, are you in the path of Matthew or something? Or, by the way, I hope everybody who is in the path of Hurricane Matthew right now is staying safe, because that shit is fucking crazy. Holy shit. Anyway, I don't know. I don't really have that much that I wanted to mention. We are expected to lose it from the hurricane. Oh, fucking hell, man. That's crazy. Category 4 hurricane. Stay safe, everybody. Stay safe. Seriously. No need to, you know, go outside, rip off your shirt, stare at the storm, put both fingers up, middle fingers up in the air and go, fuck yeah! You know, there's no reason to do that. Or it's like the scene from, you know, Forrest Gump, where he's in the middle of the hurricane on the boat going, you won't sink this fucking shit! No, yeah, it's like, maybe make for high ground. Probably a better call. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I mean, it happens. But shit, man. Weather's fucking crazy. Just another normal hurricane like every other hurricane. It's not a indicator of anything wrong with the climate or anything like that. I'm not even gonna say the words because you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's just weather patterns, you know, shit happens. Just remember, if your house gets hit by a dolphin, don't go outside. That's the hurricane trying to get you to come out. Well, wouldn't it be a Sharknado? They made 4 of those movies. And I think they're making more of them. I mean, I do get it. They're great because they're terrible. But they're also terrible. And you all asked for this. You asked for more of these films by going, yes, I will laugh at your dumb fuck movie where sharks come out of tornadoes and get hacked up by chainsaws. I have no idea. Anyway. I did not ask for any of this. You tear me apart, Lisa. I'm just delaying the inevitable. I am gonna start Dead Space 2 now. pick up from where we left off. I think I was in chapter 5. I'm on Zealot difficulty, and yeah. Yeah. This is a thing. Oh, that Zircon music. Guys, check out Zircon's music. Check out, what was the other song that was before this? I can't even remember. But yeah, check out my Bandcamp, get all the music that's on that list, and please check out DJ's new album. Pop Sky also has a new album out. It's also on my list, on my Bandcamp list. So check all that stuff out because it's great, and you should listen to all of it, which is why I bought it, so I can tell you about it, so you guys can go to Bandcamp and get it, because it's great stuff. The world needs more better music, and Bandcamp has a bunch of it. How many deaths are we at in this game? Oh, that's what I forgot to fire up. Shoot. I forgot to fire up the death counter. Hang on. I need to find it. DS. No. DC. That's what it is. There it is. Yes. We're at 22. We're at 22 deaths. Make sure this is working. It is. Okay, and let's get into the game. Alright. Also, I just want to follow this up before I get started with one more thing because I think it's warranted. I think it's necessary. And I was reading about this on my Twitter feed today. Friend of the cast and fellow streamer on Twitch TV, Crumps2, was complaining about Comcast. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Apparently, they're going to go and start doing terabyte bandwidth caps, though they don't want you to call it the word caps because they want to call it a data plan because they're trying to make sure that they keep their allotment of free space available for the people who you know, really use it because the majority of people will never hit their cap. I'm sorry, I can't say that with a straight face because they are so full of shit. Comcast is so full of shit for not calling it a cap, for thinking not calling it a cap doesn't make it a cap, and for treating their customer base like dog shit again, instituting caps and making people pay shitloads of money for the pleasure of using their service when they're already using their service and there is absolutely no risk of their infrastructure being overutilized by any means. They just want to make more money, but they're going to lie about it to their consumer base. And the FC's got to be like, well, we don't really understand the internet, so do whatever you want, because, I don't know. I'm sorry, Comcast, you're terrible. You're just terrible. And it's been proven, and it's been reported, and people have been calling you out on it, and you still do shady shit, and it sucks. And, boy, it's great that competition doesn't exist in the ISP space anymore. And honestly, Charter Spectrum, or whatever the hell the fuck you want to call yourselves now, never, ever, 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 ever institute data caps. Ever, please. Because you bought Time Warner, you done did that. So you're going to be in debt for a while. And you're probably going to look for more ways to make money. Caps are not the fucking way to do it. Don't fucking do it, okay? Because don't be Comcast. Never be Comcast. Comcast is a terrible garbage company. Fuck them. They treat their customers like shit, and they know it, and they keep doing it, and they keep getting called out on it, and it sucks. It will forever suck. They have never tried to fix it, and they are terrible. They are terrible. They treat their customers terribly, and what they try to sell off as a positive thing. Oh, we're doing this for the consumers. Most people will never even hit these levels. Don't ever fucking, don't ever call it a cap because it's not a cap. It's just like the cell phone plans, which are also terrible. Data caps on phones are stupid. They have always been stupid. They will forever be stupid. They have never been a good deal. Not ever. Just wanted to get that off my chest because God almighty, it's so stupid. I get that they're a business and I get that they have to make money, but they just do it in ways that are so egregiously dickish and bullshitty that it's just like, really, guys? And the FCC should actually grow a pair and do something about it, and thankfully, they haven't fucked it up more. I'll give the FCC a little bit of credit because they do get some things right, but the vast majority of stuff, it's like, what do you want me to do? We can't do anything. and it's that rotating door of people who are working for the FCC or people who are regulating this stuff end up working for the companies, turning right back around, or people who lobbied for it turn right back around and come right back in and run the government body that's supposed to regulate it. And it's like, well, this is why it's never gonna get fixed. It's fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Ken Chinesca, thank you so much for the host. Really appreciate it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? Oh, thanks, man. I like this hat too, Rashad. How are you doing? It's good to see all of you. Comcast is garbage. They're hard. Comcast is garbage. I'm still waiting for my cable company to change its name to Spectrum. Yeah, I'm still on Time Warner. They're changing to Spectrum. Hey, I said this before when we were switched to Spectrum. My internet is really great. I didn't have the kind of problems that people were talking about with Time Warner. I thought their customer service was always great to me. I don't mind paying for it if I think that the company that I'm working for, that's working for me, is actually doing something to try to make my service better or trying to make the experience better. 4 years over, Time Warner has only ever upped my speeds, upload and download. They've never put in a cap. They haven't been charging me like an exorbitant amount of money. Like they charge, I pay a lot for my internet, but I feel like I get a good quality service. I've only ever had my internet drop maybe like during a cast once or twice, late at night, like 3, 4 in the morning, maybe 5 times, but that was when they were doing repairs and shit. I mean, Time Warner, for my money, for my experience personally, was really, really, really great. I really thought they were doing great. And I can't speak for everybody. And Charter, I have heard mixed things about them. Them buying out Time Warner was fucking weird because they went into a lot of debt to do it. They really wanted to compete with AT&T. Sorry, not AT&T. With Xfinity, which is the Comcast company. Comcast-owned ISP, but we just all call it Comcast. Or Xfinity is their service that they run. They really wanted to stay competitive with them. So that's why they made the merger, and I don't know what they're going to do. I honestly don't know what they're going to do. And the part about the Spectrum merger that scares me the most is that they said, we will not impose data caps for 3 years. That was the only way they could get the Federal Trade Commission to sign off on the merger, because they did not want to deal with data caps now, but they left the door open later. And even though Spectrum has currently said no data caps, that's not necessarily going to stick if, according to the agreements of the merger, that might change in 3 years. And Verizon, on the other hand, with Fios, their fucking rollout of Fios has been one of the worst technological rollouts in the history of the internet. It's been abysmal. They were given subsidies and contracts by the government to roll out Fios nationwide. And I think at the end of they did it over like 4 to 6 years. And I think all they rolled out was like 10 to 15% of the infrastructure. They barely got all of New York. I think they're still trying to roll it out in New York City. They've ramped it up again, but barely at all. Like, if you live on one side of New York City, you might get it. If you live on the other side, you might not have it at all. It's just, they think they're so smart. They think they're getting away with it, and nobody is the wiser. And all they're doing is they're just shuffling the money around, holding on to what they can keep, and making everybody think that they're doing them a favor, when in fact they're doing as little as humanly possible to kick the ball down the road. Crystal, how you doing? Oh, we're talking about Comcast and internet and stuff like that. I didn't mean to get on a huge rant about that, but like when you read up on how ISPs have been rolling out. Oh, hello. Yep. Hang on, I need to take a call. Hi there. Say hi to the internet. That she says hi. That's Darkside Mom. Okay, I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay. Bye-bye. Darkside Mom says hi to all of you. I figure I might as well just say that on cast, because at that point you guys heard the phone ring. Whatever. But yeah, it's I don't know, man. It is what it is. Here's, I mean, I have working internet. It works great. I can stream to you guys. It's awesome that I can do it, and it's amazing that we have that it works as well as it does, but I don't know. I don't know. Dead Space. Oh, yeah, I remember. This is the last thing I'll say about all of that. I read today from an article, I don't know if it came out this year or last year, that was talking about ISPs, where they were talking about it in relation to like gas stations and hey, when you run out of gas, you need to fill up your car. Do you pay, a la carte, just one payment and you get all the gas you want forever? Oh, you're in Japan. Oh, that's cool, man. How is the how is the internet in Japan? Are you I assume I don't know where are you in Japan and how is your internet there? I assume it's got to be pretty competitive to the States, right? I know it's fine. I'm curious to hear how it because we can we talk about internet out here in the States and it's like the range of internets are so variable from city to town to rural to sticks. I mean, you can walk up to you can drive to the middle of the country and go to a house that's literally in the middle of nowhere and you'll find that they have internet that is coming through a satellite dish and it's worse than dial-up. And that's in 2016, almost 2017. It's absolutely insane. It's kind of expensive. Yeah, and I mean it is expensive. Like I don't know where it's going. It's great that it works the way it works, but I do think it's hilarious that with all of these things going on with American internet, like companies going, oh well, we have to impose data caps so that we can keep our infrastructure working at the highest possible rate and be able to afford to continue to expand our infrastructure and yada 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 yada, and then yet all they say in responding to all the people who complain about it is like, look, we're not big bullies or villains or anything. If you have to say that, I want to let you in a little secret. If you have to say that, maybe it's maybe it's true. If you have to defend yourself that way, all villains go, I'm not really a villain. I just like money more than making people happy. It's just funny. And I'll leave you with that thought. As they're talking about creating more ways to screw over the consumer, but make their company more money. I'm not the bad guy, man. I'm not a big boogeyman or, fucking whatever. It's like, really? You think so? It's hilarious. It's hilarious when you hear companies be like, we really care about our consumers. Yes, you, a multi-billion-dollar, potential trillion-dollar company, you care about the little guy.